Hello, I'm Bood and welcome to episode 2 of my West Bromwich Albion FM21 mini-series. As always, thanks for joining me. Make sure you smash that like button, subscribe if you are new, and if you really want to help my channel, you can always become a patron. Now, thank you as always for coming back, especially for our second episode. I do appreciate it. This is West Brom. The reason I've done it is because they are predicted to be bottom of the league in the game. So I just wanted to take that challenge on, play my football, see if I could do anything, and see how well I could do. Get stuck into a dogfight, a good relegation battle, and I've enjoyed it. You don't always have to be at the top of a league to have fun. Sometimes it's fun to scrap away. So yeah, I'm enjoying it, really am. So well, let's find out what I've been doing. Let's start on the money page, and we are making money. Not loads of money. I thought we might make a touch more, but it is that first season. I think finances are different. They've been adjusted for the first season. Some to do with coronavirus. But we're still making money, and to be fair, the club are trying to improve themselves. I managed to talk them, and I had to talk them into it. They didn't say yes straight away. I had to badger them to improve the youth in the training facilities, which is nice. You want to just plan to stay in the Premier League and plan to get better, especially if you want to create your own players using the bloody youth system. So I was a bit pissed off that I had to pester them. I mean, really. So anyway, that's sorted. So you may remember we were on a cracking run in the Carabao Cup and we came up against Chelsea, and you know, we were not expected to get past them, and we didn't. At home, we got beat 3-0 in the Cup, right? I didn't beat team. I've not done any rotation on this one compared to United. I basically put out my fittest best team every game. I think I have to, but yeah. The next game though is just a reason why I love Football Manager, because right after that game we played them again in the league away, so I'm expecting them to beat me 5-0. They probably should have beat me, but they didn't. We beat them 1-0. Mr. Grant, bit of a hero, and it's not some shit Chelsea team. That's a pretty good team. Before we look at some other results, let's just go straight to the Premier League, and we're 15th, which is a bit better than I thought. I mean, and we've got a lot of injuries. We are up there with Leeds and Wolves having the most injured players, so we're battling. I mean, it's a struggle, but I still don't think we're getting annihilated. I still think even in some big games, we're hanging on in there, playing, attacking, nice football, which is insane, really. Because part of me thought it might work, part of me thought it wouldn't work. To be fair, most of me maybe, but I mean, we're happy. We've got a game in hand here. If we could win it against Sheffield United, we get 19 points. So we jump up towards Tottenham's 13th or something like that. Sheffield United are a decent team. I am surprised by Everton. They've sacked Ancelotti in the game. West Ham are not very good. Newcastle surprised me well as well. We'll see what I may be in a minute, but I'm happy with that. That's survival to me. I mean, 17th is survival. Right then, these are the results. I've highlighted the last live com, so the last game you saw, the 1-1 draw against Fulham. We bounced back though with a win against West Ham, which I'm not surprised because they look really bad this year. I don't know why, but they are really bad. Then we played Southampton and we were winning that game. I'm pretty sure we were, from memory. I'm pretty sure we were winning it, yeah. 2-0. I'm pretty sure, yeah, that wasn't fun. Anyway, Burnley, nice draw, good game. Then we drew with Spurs. What is wrong with Spurs? Newcastle battered us, and they're like below us, so that's why I'm surprised by that. Played West Ham again. Look, West Ham, Newcastle. These fixtures are a bit wonky tonky, aren't they? But anyway, beat West Ham again. Drew with Fulham again. United game was good. 2-0 down, thinking this is going to be a shit show after 20 minutes. We pulled one back though, put up a bit of a fight. Obviously then we beat the Chelsea, whoever they are. We beat Chelsea. And then the only game I think we've been battered in, unfortunately, in the league is this one. Against my favourite team, not Manchester City. So yeah, we're going to be playing Sheffield United on the telly. On the telly box. Away. Can't wait. Now we're never going to win the FA Cup, but we've got to start somewhere and got to give it a good go. And we're going to be coming up against Aston Villa. Bit of a derby. But hopefully we can get one over on them. Now, like I said, I'm scouting like I'm going to carry on playing. Depending on views that I feel, if the series gets decent views, I might do another season. We'll see how it goes. I might have to just move on to something else because I've got to really start putting the finishing touches to my long-term custom series. I want to start my rebuild series at some point. But there's a lot of players here, a lot of good players coming up on a free. They're not world beaters, but there's some decent ones that I've been scouting and I could pick up for nothing. Maybe add something to the team. And like I said, I've also got 21 and under. People are interested, or they were interested. Don't know why that's gone away. These are the interested ones. Tenali apparently. Really? Doubt that. And then obviously I've been betting the scouting the championship because I know it's a division below, but there's some good players there. You can pick up a bargain or two. So I am planning ahead. We'll see what happens. Right, then here's the squad arranged by average rating, and it is very different viewing than my old Manchester United squad from my previous series, but we're at the opposite end. I don't expect lots of magic, so whenever. But what's enjoyable about this, right, is when you're playing and you see a good goal that's got a good bit of play before it, and you win the game, for instance, or you pull it back and draw in a game you probably shouldn't get anything from. I get a buzz off that, like a massive buzz compared to, say, when you're just battering a team 5-0 at the top of the league. So it can be really fun, you know, just go at the bottom end and scrapping. And one player that's really stood out for me is ex-Manchester United youth player Sam Johnson, who's now 27. He's a good keeper, and it's very rare you see a keeper high up, even when you're a shit team, in my opinion. So he's put out some outstanding performances. He is better than I thought he was going to be. I didn't think he'd be shit. I just didn't think he'd be this good. He deserves to play for England, man. With his form, keeping this club where it is in the league. He's a worldie. Mr. Grant, with his 10 goals, has been a bit of a superstar. He has played the odd game out the wide. Sometimes, if my left wing is shit or having a bad game, I'll switch Granty to the left and bring on Austin or Sturridge. Because Austin's on his way back now. But he's still my best striker. Them two can't get the shit together. Austin and Sturridge. Sturridge is pants. And it's Granty that I'm relying on. And he does come up with a good couple of goals. He's not a fucking outstanding amount, but they're important. My best centre half and really my best defender is Cedric Kipre. Hopefully I've said his name right. Some player, this lad. From the Ivory Coast, 24 years old. Personally, don't know well. I think I've heard of him, but not paid any attention. Don't know much about him. Don't think I've ever seen him play football. Really, not properly. Like him on the game though. I think he's a good player. Strong, bigger than me. I always like that when it's a centre half. Again, you know, not a top end player, but the kind of player you need, and well happy we've got him. Good old Jack Wilshere. Now he's not setting the world on fire, but he does good little things. I don't think he can stay fit sometimes enough to get to the end of the game, but I make him. I've run him to death. I'm surprised he hasn't got injured yet. He's played more football, nearly played more football for me than he did in half a season than he did in 3 seasons for West Ham. So, you know, he's starting to play more, and he has got some about him still. His passing and technique and his first touch are decent, and there's times when you see that he's pinged some passes out there that have set up goals that I've been very happy with. It's the other geezer that's shit. It was a gamble, but you know, it wasn't £100 a week gamble. 24 grand, 1 year deal, 2 year deal. Yeah, maybe we can get something from him. He's worth 15 million quid, and I don't know why. He scored 1 goal in the Carabao Cup. When he comes on in the league or plays in the league, he does nothing. Don't see him. Can't be arsed with him. Keeps getting knocks. So yeah, sometimes you've got to play. You've got to take a gamble sometimes and see him for yourself. But I think Sturridge is done. Definitely done in the Prem. A bit more from this lad. I know he's been injured, and I set up a friendly on the international break to give him a game, mainly play anyone he wants going away with their country. And he scored 2 goals, and I thought, here we go. He might be on the way back here. He's slow as shit, like pace of 6. Oh my god! But he might be able to offer me something. I mean, don't get me wrong. I want to give him 2 substitute appearances. I don't know. There's a lot of work to be done with this team if we do another season. Welcome to the team sheets for today's away fixture. Looking forward to this. Hopefully we can pick some up. I mean, they're doing better in the league, but they are beatable. Got Brewster, good player. We've got Palestri starting today. That middle three of mine, though, starting to really get together, starting to really gel. That Sawyers is a good player. Livermore does a job. They're all linked up. The two centre-halves are half decent. They're all linked up. So I'm hoping we can put on a show. Right, here we go. I hate it when we play in them kits. It's terrible. But it is what it is. Excited though is Palestri. Carrying a bit of a knock, but is the only option I've got at the minute due to other fitness issues. But it's Sheffield United on the attack. Good tackle. Good tackle. So, I've been to Sheffield United's ground. Now, I've never, when I always say this, I've been to grounds. I've not been in them. I've been in a couple. But I've been to a lot of stadiums. Oh, come on. Ollie McBurney. You little twat. 2 minutes in, 1-0 down. I've demanded some more. But I used to work all over the country, and I always made a point of going visiting the stadium, whatever city it was in. So I've seen loads, I've been to them, I've touched them. But this was years ago, you know. This was before smartphones, when your mobile phone just texts people, so I didn't carry a camera with me. Like nowadays, I'd have a selfie every single one. Do you know what I mean? It'd be cool, that, wouldn't it? Back in the noughties, no. Get in. Mr. Grant, hey, 1-1 back in it. We check on the old replay. Palestri to Furlong. Furlong pings it all the way down. Can he chase it? Palestri gets back onto it. Perfect cross. Grant, kung fu kick. 1-1. Days, I like it when you say something and something happens. You feel like they've actually listened to you. I demand some more! And they go and score. Love it. I do like the shout-outs. I feel like I'm getting more positive. Not reactions with these smiley faces. Reactions on the pitch, which is what's important. Right, come on, don't let Brewster get it. I've had Brewster many times, especially on last year's game. Good little player. Didn't get him at Swansea. Oh, here we go, McGoldrick. You're a donkey, mate. Look at that. If things stay like this, we'd be 14th. I mean, we were supposed to be flat bottom. I always imagine this computer has algorithms. You know, it knows all the stats. It compares all the teams. It looks at who you've got in your squad and says, you're toss. Get in there. We're not toss today, though. Not at the minute. Come on, Granty. I'm in a replay mood today. If I can fit him in. Look at that. Oh, defensive errors. Couldn't miss. Yes, so it gets all the algorithms, lays it all out and goes, right, and compares the team, stat-wise, attribute-wise, every skill-wise. Because it's a computer and it's very clever. And it says West Brom blank. West Brom, you are by far the worst team. You know, sign Jack Wilshere. That's, you don't expect to do as well as you are. But this is why I like playing attacking football. I used to do that in all the games where if there's someone rubbish, I try and get a defensive rubbish tactic. That's what you're supposed to do. And maybe you are in real life, but it bores me. Sitting back and taking a pounding and hoping you're going to catch someone on the break. I don't like it. I don't think it's good. Sometimes I think the best way to defend. What's going on there? You're joking. Bruce just fell over. Right, come on, VAR, don't do me over. You're always doing me over. No, it's doing me over here. Come on, Johnston. I was bigging you up, mate. I was bigging you up, best keeper. England deserve an England call up. Fuck. John Fleck with a penalty. How old's John Fleck? I remember. Oh, Granty's got a knock. I'm pretty sure they used to say he was going to be the Scottish Wayne Rooney. I don't think it happened. I think his career took a bit of a dip, didn't it? But he's done really well for himself, hasn't he? Coming back and good save. Coming back and he's now playing in the Prem. Well, it's our time. They're probably the better team, to be fair, but we're still in this. We've had the lead, so there's no reason why we can't get the lead back. Let's get into it. Now, Granty's got a knock apparently, but he scored 2 goals and he's too good. My assistant, Mr. Lau, keeps telling me to bring him off. I keep ignoring him. Can't bring him off just yet. We need him. Do you want to throw an hat trick? Imagine what hero he'd be if he scores that third. Although the time's flying. It's one of them, innit? Please let me know in the comments. It's a tradition with Football Manager where you can have these outstanding first halves and nothing happens in the second half. Oh, punched away by Johnston, but they're putting that pressure on. Can we get him on the break here? He is Granty. Apparently he's only got one leg. He seems fine to me. Charging down the left hand side. Can he do anything? He's going to look up. No, he's wasted it. Going to be picked up by Canoe. Passes inside to Wilshere. Come on, Livermore. Pings it out to Furlong on the right hand side. Throws it through to Palestri. Palestri's running down the right hand side. Can he cross it in? He fires Granty. No one's going to hit it. Canoe. Oh my God, you guess. So with 20 minutes to go, I've made 2 changes. We brought on the Slug, or as we call him, Charlie Austin. And Conor Gallagher is a good little player on loan. He's a top little player. He's come on for Sawyer, freshening things up in the middle because Sawyer was on his ass and wasn't playing particularly well. But we'll see. Look at Mussett there. You won't see Charlie Austin doing that. If you do, I'll have an heart attack. Don't let him score. Okay, with 50 minutes to go, brought Palestri off for Matt Phillips just because he is absolutely battered. Oh! Oh, that's pants. That was a joke. Oh, we're getting a VAR. We're getting a VAR. Is it going to go my way for once? Right, come on, boys. I've taught the focus at some point. Ignore. Sod off, Mr. Lau. I wish I could turn them off. Do my own thing. Right, I'll take a draw here because Sheffield United are decent and they've been the better team. And some of my best players have come off the pitch now because they're knackered. Although Charlie Austin could be a hero. Ping it to Charlie. Let's see. Playing attacking here. Maybe this is what I mean though. I hate going defensive, but maybe I should. Maybe I should have gone defensive. I was considering it. It was coming, wasn't it? Can't always make the right choices, can you? And quite a lot of the time I make the wrong ones. That is classic West Brom this year. We can nick a game, we draw, or when we get beat, it's something in a game like that where it's quite close. I mean, to be fair, it's that kind of game where we're just lacking that maybe little bit to hang on. I've lost loads of games by a goal, which is frustrating, but it is what it is. So that leaves us sitting in 15th, still on 16 points. We are 5 points clear of Everton in 18th, which is fair enough. Somehow we've got the second highest goal scorer in the Premier League. What does that say? Mr. Grant has got more league goals than Jamie Vardy. And Jamie Vardy's a boss on this game. What the frig? That's pretty funny, isn't it? Hey, get my tactic on. And Granty is going for the golden boot. I'll take that. I'll take that all day long. Honestly, I will. Right, what's next? Well, of course, we've got the FA Cup coming up, but I'm not going to worry about that too much. Let's see what happens with that. Got some tough games. The end of the season looks alright though. Burnley, Southampton, Villa, Brighton, Leeds will be tough. Wolves could be tougher than Palace at bottom in the league. That could really help us out. So I'm going to come back for the last episode. Either if we're in the FA Cup final, which I doubt, or it's the game that guarantees our survival. Do you know what I mean? If I win that and get a point, at least we're safe. Well, there you go. That is the end of episode 2 of my West Bromwich Albion mini-series. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Smash that like button. Subscribe if you're new. Become a patron. Really helps me out. I do appreciate it. Let me know in the comments what you think, how you're doing. Ask me anything. I always wait a day or two before I reply just to let them build up, and then I can just sit there and reply in one go. I always reply. I leave it sometimes if you're wondering. It's just easier. And you're not on your phone every 2 minutes, are you? And I've got a lot of work. I'm working. I've got a day off. In for 3, off for 1, in for 7. So I've got to try and get this database finished off for my custom club series, because I can't wait for that. Hopefully you're going to enjoy it seriously. Yeah. Anyway, hope you're happy. Hope you're safe. And I hope you come back for episode 3. Make sure you do. I'm Bood. I'll see you next time.